Welcome back from that quick ad break. I'll be channeling this interview right through to the hour 5. Isabel Morgan, who is part of us filmmaker, a research film project in South Africa as well as in the United States. Before we went to that quick ad break, Isabel, Uguti, what was the purpose of crafting e-change agents program and what were the challenges? But City, there were not much challenges. This is a project that she did with her best friends. Isabel.
The purpose of the program was to offer an exchange program for Black American students in the U.S. and South African students to learn from each other about what does it mean to be a scholar activist, but also to gain an understanding of what does it mean to be Black in those different contexts.
Yeah, and the greatest life-changing lessons you've walked out with having done all you have done to date, what is it?
I think solidarity is key. I think it's so important that we have a global perspective on the issues that we're dealing with and to be involved in global movements for anti-Blackness.
Yeah, Isabel, are there things that could change in the healthcare system in the United States? And if you have insight on what is happening worldwide, you could include that as well.
Oh, absolutely. So with the work that I do, there's so many changes that I would love to see made, specifically related to maternal health, is certainly expanding access to Medicaid coverage. So the state that I live in currently, North Carolina, we have not adopted Medicaid expansion. And so that serves as a barrier for postpartum women specifically who are seeking care following the delivery of their child and who might not be able to get the care that they need because they can't afford it without the insurance coverage.
You are a film producer. Now I want to find out how do you align everything that you've done? Because everything that you've done reads like a Bible. There's a lot, and the list goes on and on and on. And then on top of it, filmmaker and film producer, how do you align all of those things?
I've certainly had very eclectic experiences, and I think it can be challenging sometimes to see what the underlying thread is. But I would say social justice is certainly a common theme through the work that I do, both in my research on maternal health, but also in working on this film project. We wanted to understand what does it mean to advance social equity in South Africa.
Isabel, how did the filmmaking opportunity come about for you specifically?
Jamal had this idea that he was grappling with some of the parallels between South Africa and the United States, and he wanted to understand why is it that even in the South African context, when the majority of the population is Black, why are there these disparities that we see? And so he had pitched the idea to our team, and I definitely wanted to get on board. I think that he saw value in the fact that I had done work in South Africa previously with crafting change agents and thought I could add value to the work.
And with all that you have produced, what do you wish your audience could walk away from what you've crafted, what you've produced after viewing the films that you've worked on?
With our film project, I'm really hoping that folks continue the conversation about what does loyalty look like? And what I mean by that is what does loyalty look like and where has it gotten us? So in the U.S. context, we have a two-party system, and by and large, not everyone, but by and large, Black Americans vote Democratic. Similarly, in South Africa, the ANC being the party in power and being the party considered of liberation, I think really having people question what has loyalty gotten them. Are we at the place that we thought we would be in terms of advancing social and economic equity?
You're always busy with various projects. Such a busy lady you are. Now I want to find out what's next for Isabel.
Oh yeah, so I'm a PhD student going into my third year. I definitely want to focus my time and my research and wanting to look at structural racism and its impact on infertility treatment outcomes among Black women. So similar to what I described before with the health inequities for maternal health, we also see those inequities in access to infertility treatments, but also in the outcomes.
Words of encouragement to our future filmmakers, because we are joined and watched by aspiring filmmakers. What words of advice do you have for them?
Know that your story matters. Know that you have value in your story and that it's unique. You don't have to create something that is outside of yourself. You can certainly follow your own goals. I would say one thing too is know what your strengths are. So for me, I love to surround myself with the visionaries because I'm more of a detail-oriented person. And so know your strengths and know who you can surround yourself with to sort of advance towards the goals that you have for yourself.
Such an inspiration and a pleasure to chat with you. It has been an honor. Now, if one wants to follow you via social media platforms, how do they get off you, Isabel?
Yeah, you can follow us at Ashe Research Film on Instagram, and we're also on Facebook.
Great. Always a wonderful, it's always pleasurable spending time with you and chatting with you. Can't wait to have a chat next time.
Thank you for having me. I really love this discussion.
Yeah, thank you so much, Isabel. Ladies and gentlemen, that is Isabel Morgan from Ashe Film Project. Well, they'll be joining us later on the week. We're going to be talking about if Black Lives Matters, they matter, and you need to tune in right here, EKSE. We'll be together again between 4 and 5. It has been a great afternoon. It was wonderful hosting you. Can't wait to see you again tomorrow between 4 and 5. We are live. And if you're tuning in for the first time, tomorrow morning between 7 and 8 is the repeat. Do follow us on YouTube. It's EKSE on Cape Town TV. Otherwise, on Facebook, it's EKSE Live. And on Twitter, it's EKSE_live. Do dial us 021-448-0448. So long. Goodbye, ladies and gentlemen. Up next is Open Studio. My name is Lamali Moon, and I'll see you on the flip side.
CTV family, catch us live on your TV screens. CPT where we be, 4 p.m. till